We are going to solve one another interesting algorithms. Name is the delete and earn. What is that? You have given one array. Suppose if we take this array and name is nums 3, 4, 2. So you have opportunity, you can delete anyone, and which number you will delete, you will get that much point. So in this case, if you delete the 3, you can earn the 3 point, but only condition is that after that you have to delete also 3 plus minus 1, means then you have to delete all the 2 or the 4. So in this case, then you have to delete this 4 and 2, this also, and after deleting 3 you got the 3, but you have to find out the maximum point how much you can achieve. So suppose when you delete 3, you are getting the 3 point, because you have to delete also the 4 and 2. But in case of the 4, if you will delete this 4, so see how much point you can get. So if you delete the 4, so again 4 plus minus 1 you have to delete, and you have to delete the 3 also and 5 also. Here in this case there is no 5, so you have to only delete the 3, right? So you will get the 4, so you got the 4. Then you say you have another 2, you can also take the 2, so 4 plus 2 you can get the 6. So if you delete the 3, you will get only the 3 point. If you delete the 4 and 2, you can get the 6 point, right? So output will be the 6. In this example, if you delete the 2, so how much you will get? 2 plus 2, 4, right? So if you, in this example, if you delete 2, how many points you will get? 2 plus 2, right? Or the 2 you will, so you will get the 4, and subsequently you have to delete also 3 and 1. So as 1 is not there, so you have to delete the 3, and then again you delete this 2 and you can get this 4 also, right? So you will get 2 plus 2 plus 4, so you will get the 8 in that case. But suppose if you do not delete the 2, you delete the 3, so in this case how many points you will get? So if you get all the 3, means 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 9, and putting the condition you have to delete the 2 and 4 also, so you can delete of 2 and 4 and you will get the 9. So this 9 is the better option than compared to the 8. So here output was the 6, here output is the 9. This is the problem statement. Let me check more another one. This is not necessary that you will be getting the number in sequence, ascending or descending order, right? Number would be any sequence. So in this case, just pause the video and tell me what output should be there, right? So okay, let us see. If you choose the 5, then obvious you cannot choose the 6 and 4, right? So you can take only the 5. Okay, I want to take the 5 and cut this 4. Then the case of 9, either you can choose the 9 or 10, both you cannot use, right? But I can see there is 2 9. So if you choose the 9, you have opportunity to take the 2 9. If you choose the 10, then you have to sacrifice the 18. So better I will take the 9 plus 9. But if you take the 9, then you have to delete all the 10 and the 8. We don't have any 10, don't have 8. Okay. Now come to the 4, and your 4 is discarded. 10 is also discarded, right? So 10 also discarded. Then we have the 15. So I can take the 15 also. So in this case, we can get the 18 plus 2, 22, and plus 15. So in this case, we will get the 37, right? So this is the problem, and let's see how we are going to solve that. So if you take this example, so if you take this example, this 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. Okay, there could be many possible solutions, but what I thought this is better when I am explaining. So in this case, suppose this is your array nums, and the condition is there. So your number value of element should be maximum near to the 10,000, right? So what you do, you make one array from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10,000. Make an array and give any name. Suppose I name the values, anything I can give that. This is the index. Don't forget, this is I'm talking about index. In this array, these are the value. So if I can make the same thing, okay, and here is the index. What we have to do, you iterate this array and see the element value. Here is the 2. Take the value of 2 and come to the index of 2. So here I am talking the element, this 2, and here I am talking about the index. So take this value, put into the index. So what is the value 2 here? In this 2, put the 2. Again, what is this value 2? Come to the index 2, whatever is there in that, add the 2. Same thing here 3, come to the 3 index, put this 3, another 3, another 3, 4, this 4. Means this 2 part came here in this box, this 3 will come in this box, this 4 will come in this box. Make this array. Once you make this array, let me show in easy way. So what is this value of array? You can see we have the 1, 2, 3, 4. I am just taking whatever the value we have. So we have this, the 4, 9, right? 4, 9, 4, right? So now check the conditions here. Once I get this, what is the condition? If you taking the 2, because this is the combination of the 2, don't forget, right? This is the combination of 2, this is the combination of 3, all the 3, this is the combination of all the 4. So but the original value is this one. So your index represent the original value and your element represent all the combination of those similar values, right? So what is the condition? Condition is that if your value is 2, so if you take the 2, you cannot take the 1, you cannot take the 3. Means if you taking this value, you cannot take from this box, you cannot from the next box. I am more simplifying, means if you taking any element, you cannot take the element from your adjacent indexes. This is the hidden message here. So if you taking this value, you cannot take from here, and suppose if you taking the value from here, you cannot take from the here and here. This is the sequence he is saying, right? So now what you have to do, if you remember one very famous algorithm, house robber. If you do not aware for this, I would say please go visit my video. I have already made one good video on the house robber, and they have the same statement. Their statement is that if you are in this, if you rob this house, you cannot rob the adjacent house. The same thing here. So what you have to do to solve this problem, make this array and pass this array to the house robber algorithm, your answer is done. You will get the answer. What was the algorithm there? Let me just explain in brief, but for the better understanding, I would recommend to go that videos. So what you have to do, we will use the dynamic programming, okay, and make the one similar array and start from here. So nothing is there to make the empty. From the second, what you have to do, or from the 9, what you have to do, that check. You have to check the previous one and the current one. So suppose for the make the simplicity, if I have the value 1 and 2 here. So when you solve this the DP problem for the house robber, you keep the 1 and 2 and you start your array from the 4. When you come to the 4, thing is that either if you have here 4, you would have taken this one, right? Means you have to compare between all the existing previous to previous house value plus current house value compared to the previous one. Which is the maximum you can take it. So in this case, if you saying with this example, if I come here, if I will not rob, then what is the maximum value I have? 2. But if I rob this house, so I will have the 4 plus 1 and 5. Right? The same concept here. If you come here, you have the, if you rob here, you could not rob here, right? So if you rob here, you must have taken rob this house also. So 9 plus 2, 11. Should we accept the 11? If suppose this value would not be known 4, it should be suppose the value of 1 only. So if you see 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, so I will not take the 3, better what are the existing value, I could have the continue that. So this is the concept of the house robber. So to solve this problem, so yeah, to solve this problem, I would recommend go for this video, and the main thing is that first you make this array and again apply the house robber problem, it will solve your problem. So let me do that, how we can do it. So now my first motto is that to create this array, right? So it is very simple. What you have to do, suppose this is a nums and this is the value, this is not there. So if this is, so go for the int I is equal to how much? Nums length, right? And if this is your value, so what I have to do? Value index means add this index with this value, right? So you can do here to make the index of this value, I will say nums I. So if you say nums I, this is the 2. This 2 will go to the index of value. If something is already there plus equal, it will be keep adding. What I want to add? I want to add the nums I. That's it. That will make you this array. Once you get this array, you pass to this algorithm. What the house algorithm? What is that algorithm? Let me also explain that. What is that? So once you get this, create one DP array. So what I will do? I will create one DP array of the same size. What is the value of the values length? Right? And then by default in dp0 put the this value is 0, this first index, because my array will start from the third index. Values 0 and dp1. So obviously if you have only one house, so what are the values here, you will get it. But if you have the 2 house, so which house you will rob? Which has the maximum value, right? So in the dp1, what you have to do? You have to keep the max of the both house, value 0 and value 1. We see in the code also, and then put the index from 2 to value length. And here is the main important concept. What value I should keep it here? In that, what are the maximum between the current value plus what was the dp next to next, compared to the, not next, previous to previous, compared to the immediate previous. This is the main concept of the house robber, right? So we have to compare. If you could remember, we have the DP array. I always compare the current plus addition of the previous to previous, add both this, if this is greater with the previous value, then I accept the greater than, otherwise I will keep the previous value, right? And then that's it. And then you can return the last value, dp length minus 1. That is your final value, right? So let me see in the code, then you can have the better understanding. So as you discuss, so what you have to do, you have to make one array, right? And then put the value in their respective index. And if you can see here, your number value could be up to 10,000, right? So you have to make one array that will have the 10,000, right? And then iterate this your value length, it will go all the data. And here what you discuss, in this array, take the values, current value, make the index for this value, and all the values as we discussed, put it here. So now you got the array, and just pass this array to next method, anything you can name. I'm giving the house verb because this is particular algorithm is for house verb, okay, and nums, that's it. And here you make another method, so you have to pass the values, right? Here you have to take one dp for the dynamic programming as we discussed, and take the same size what we have this value, and the first element 0 would be the same value for this value 0, and second, as we discussed, if you have the two house to row of curves, you want to row the maximum value among those house, so value 0 and the first index, right? If you have more than two house, then we go for the iterating from the second house from the third house, right? And value would be the value dot length. And here the main important line of this algorithm, take the max between your current values plus previous to previous, right? That is already there in the dp I minus 2 compared to the previous one, what is we have already stored in this one, and return the dp last index value. How you will reach the last index value? Because we know the length, and this is one. This is the code. So code is not much things, but you have to only understand how to convert your array into the, make the compatible for the household algorithms. It should work. Okay, it is saying some issue is there. So yeah, of course this is the I minus 1, right? Okay, should work. Let me check. Yeah, it is working. So if you check some other examples, okay, this example we check it. So let me this example and check this, should also work. It should 9 should be answer, right? So let me check 9 is coming or not. 9 is coming. And also you can do make it small here, no need to go all those things. You can just iterate the value to make it easy, and values, because in this way you can directly get the value, not the index, and we do not need any index here, we need the value here. So it should also work. Let me check this. That is also work. So we are good to submit the code. Okay, index bound for the length x out bound. Okay, what is this one? Oh, so you have to take one more to run that, because we have the 1000 index value, right? So you can see this is the 23 minutes, sometimes take the 10 millisecond also. That's for this. I hope you like this video, and please subscribe and like these videos. Thank you very much. Bye.